Good morning and welcome to Chiang Mai. I got here literally about an hour ago, dropped my bags at the hostel and I've hired a scooter for the day. And my first stop is to the coconut market. So it's a market where you can buy handmade and natural things set in these coconut trees. So I've had like a little walk through the coconut trees and now I am getting a fresh like cocoa bean and iced milk from this organic place here. So we're going to see what it tastes like. They have just given it to me and it gives a little seat for you to take a picture in. Which is cute. So yeah, let's see how it actually tastes and let's try it. You get a cute little holder for it. It tastes really nice. It either they're lying because it tastes really good, like really good chocolate milk, or they produce really good chocolate. But no, it is really nice, and it was only 60 baht, which is £1.50. So a nice little refreshing breakfast to start the day. I'll put the cocoa back in its little seat. So yeah, I'm going to sit here, look at the coconut trees for a bit, and then I'll continue walking around the market. So I have now walked around the whole market and I do actually really enjoy it. I would recommend. It's only on Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 8 AM to 3 PM. Maybe come around lunchtime because they have a lot of food stalls and lots of places to sit in palm trees to eat in. So I have made it to my next stop. It is Doi Inthanon National Park. It's written there because I probably butchered that pronunciation. And in this national park there's a few different things. Obviously there's trails that you can do. I don't know where, but there are. There's a viewpoint which I'm at now, and there is a temple which I can see from the viewpoint, but I am going to go to it after. So this is the viewpoint. Got a stunning view, like this is all of Chiang Mai and then the mountains around it, and then that is the temple just there. It is a very very windy road to get up here, but the trusty little Scoopy got us up. Here she is. Got us up safe and sound. I don't know if I mentioned it was 200 baht for the day, which I think is what I paid a couple years ago, but it's only 110 cc. The park I want to go to tomorrow, it's 2 hours up windy roads, and they don't even let you do it unless you can prove that you've ridden a bike before, and that bike has to be a bigger engine, so will probably cost $350. I'll let you know tomorrow. Yeah, it's a lovely view. It was a lovely drive. I might see if I can like attach the camera to me somehow so you can see just how windy and gorgeous the drive was. But no, I'm gonna walk around and see if you can get to the temple from here. Because if I can, then I might just walk there and walk back. If not, I'll drive back down the hill and get to the temple from the way that there's a lots of cars. You can see where the normal entrance is to the cars. But yeah, let's see what we can find. So yes, there is a trail you can do to get to the temple. As you can tell, I just did it. So it's just a load of stairs going down to the start of the temple. So I came back up to get the bike to move it down there. But I'm gonna go further north up the road. There's another viewpoint first, and then I'll go to a temple after. But I've just come back to this viewpoint. You see these lakes down there? That is a reserve which we're going to later. And then, can you see the old wall from here? Maybe. I couldn't tell you. So yeah, I'm just going to take a couple of pictures of this because I realised I didn't do that. And then we'll head up the road, look at that viewpoint, and then back down to this temple. So I have made it to the viewpoint. It's just opposite the palace. I'll put the name of the viewpoint and the palace on the screen because I can't remember them, and I did just butcher the pronunciation anyway. But it's a really, really like high, for one. I didn't realise just how high we were. View, and you can see a lot. It's a bit hazy today, but it's still really nice. You've got the city over here. Look at all of these trees, and then can you see the white temple there? I'll put a closer video in if not. It's gorgeous. I did originally want to go to that white temple, however, women are not allowed in it. You can pay, you're just not allowed in it. Only men are, so I can't do that. But I'm going to go to Chiang Mai in a few days, and they've got a white temple there. But no, this is really nice. Part of me's tempted to do the palace, part of me is unsure because it's very similar to the temples, I believe. But yeah, I'm just going to appreciate the view for a minute, and then you'll see where I go next. So my next stop is the temple. Now originally it was going to be another viewpoint, however I couldn't find the entrance to it, and I didn't do the palace because the palace is closed. It was only the gardens that were open. So I'm at the temple instead, and it's a gorgeous gold. And then this is like the prayer room. There's Buddhas inside. I'll put a clip in of that. It's actually really nice. It only costs 30 baht to get in, but you do have to walk up a lot of stairs. So if you can't walk upstairs, you're not seeing this one. And of course, shoulders and knees need to be covered for women. Men, they don't care. But yeah, it's actually really gorgeous. I like the blue on the temple behind. It's a very nice temple, so I'm going to spend some time walk around here. And then yeah, we'll see where I pick you up next. So you can shake a pot of sticks and it will, like whatever one falls out has a number on, and that is your prophecy. I did it. I did film it, however the camera has decided to turn it into a picture instead of video, and I don't think I can film locals doing it. So my prophecy was number 1, and it's the ancient Chinese prophecy. The powerful goodness which you had cultivated in the previous life will enable you to be happy, and prosperity will attend you forever and ever. Your life will be successful and full of resources. So let's listen to this Chinese prophecy and hope for the best. But yeah, it's a really gorgeous temple. I don't know how many times I've said that. My dad was moaning that all I say is gorgeous in videos, and I'm just proving him right basically. Yeah. Stunning, magnificent, breathtaking. Yeah, I'm going to put the camera away though because people keep giving me really weird looks. Now back down the many, many stairs we go, all the way down there. So the last place I'm stopping before I need to head back and charge my phone is Wat Prala Temple, I believe it's called. And the temple's just behind me, I'll show you that in a minute. But it's got its own little waterfall, and you can do blessings in the waterfall. Very nice. You have to there's a car park at the top, and then you can drive down and there's a car park at the bottom. Clearly no one knows about the car park at the bottom because it's empty, so drive further down. Okay, so unfortunately it does look like there's a wedding happening. I mean, not unfortunately for them, obviously, just unfortunately for all the tourists. So you can't really access most of it. So I'll just put clips in of the bits that you can access. and if you want to see the rest you'll have to come see for yourself. But now let's head back to town, and then I will see you this afternoon. Okay, so my last stop of the day is Angkor Reservoir. It's the reservoir of water that I was showing you from the viewpoints at the top, as you can see here. And I'm just doing a lap. The sun's setting, so it looks nice. It's not as big as I thought. I've already done half it and it took like 10 minutes. But yeah, it is really nice. But I'm going to keep going. I'll show you some clips of what it looks like on the way. And then that will be it for today, because tomorrow I've got a big day and I need some sleep because I am feeling the night bus wearing on me now. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Good afternoon from the highest point in Thailand. Technically, behind those trees is the highest point, but it's very busy, so I'll just put a picture in of when I was up there. It is in Doi Inthanon National Park, I think it's called. I'll put the name on the screen because I probably mispronounced it. It costs 300 baht to get in and plus 20 baht for the scooter, and it was about a 2-hour drive from Chiang Mai. I did do it on the Scoopy 110cc scooter. However, if you had a passenger, you would not have made it up. It was making some weird smells by the time we got up here, and we are very low on fuel, so I'm hoping I actually get back down. But yeah, I'm at the top. Over there is a Buddha, which is the highest Buddha in Thailand, and then yeah, the highest point in Thailand is there. I'll put pictures in of both of them. Now I'm going to go for a short walk through the national park. Some of the walks you need guides for, some of them you don't, so I'm going to do one that you don't, and then go to the pagoda. So let's go there now. So I am now on the, it's like boardwalk to around the walkway. It's only a 320 meter walk, and it's all this. There's some stairs at the beginning, and then it's all just boarded, which is nice. It's over 4,300 years old, this forest, and it has the largest moss system in the country apparently. It's also got over 490 of Thailand's birds, and they have 1,071 in total. So if you're a bird person, definitely recommend this. It was a bit busy at the beginning, but I've just hung back and let people go, and it's pretty much empty now. There's like a couple people here and there, but it's a really nice walk. I'm glad I decided to do it. Originally I was just going to go to the summit, to the pagoda, and then back, but I realised after driving 2 hours here I should probably try and do as much as I can, so I'm gonna do as many of the non-guided walks as possible. And yeah, this is the first one. I'm not going to be able to remember the names of them all, so I'm going to put them on the screen as I do, because my memory's awful. But yeah, ooh, they also have a Himalayan newt here. Oh, and a moon rat. Yeah. So I'm going to keep an eye out to see if I can see anything, and if I do, you'll see them as well. And not 5 minutes later, scooter's parked, we're walking down to the pagoda. You have to walk because they've closed all of the parking, and for some reason you're not allowed to drive into the actual parking either, so we'll see if that's full when I'm there, or if it's just not something you're allowed to do. But yeah, I did drive down and they go, nope, back up. So we use more fuel, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. I hope. Fingers crossed. But yeah, you walk down the road, basically. Okay, so forget what I said. You don't walk down the main road. You have to buy another ticket at the car park for 100 baht, and it includes a van, I guess you could call it. You're in the back of a pickup truck, down and then back up to the car park. And now I'm on an escalator. Don't know where I'm going, I just thought It must be here for a reason, so off we go. So the escalator brings you to not only a stunning viewpoint that literally feels like you're above the clouds, but also one of the pagodas. I think there's two, yeah, there's another one over there. I wonder if you're allowed to climb up. Probably not. If they've got an escalator because they doubt people's ability to walk stairs, they're not going to let you climb up that ladder, are they? But no, I think the view is almost more impressive than the pagoda. Yeah, unfortunately they do have very strict drone laws in Thailand, so I'm not allowed to fly the drone. I've been carrying it around with me for the past week. No, it's not come out of the bag. And unfortunately it won't today either. But yeah, let's keep having a look around and see what we can see with our eyes on the ground. So now I'm in the flower garden and you can see both the pagodas. So we've got the brown one there and then the purple one there. I personally prefer the purple one, but they're both gorgeous. And then you've got the amazing view behind. I don't know why they just don't include the entrance to this in the entrance park fee though, because everyone's here, literally everyone comes here. So I've just been inside the purple pagoda. And I definitely think I prefer the purple one, not only because of the colour, but because the inside, it's like got a mosaic ceiling, which I'm sure I've put a video in already, and you can see the other pagoda from here as well, but the outside of it has got all of these tiled pictures, and it's just, I think it's had a lot more effort put into it, and it does look a lot nicer. But I'm currently sat in the shade, which has made me think something else you should know: bring layers, because this morning I was literally shivering, like teeth chattering, shivering, and now I'm boiling and I want to take off the jumper, but I've got nowhere to put it. So yeah, bring layers. But yeah, it's a gorgeous place. I'm definitely glad I made the trip. Obviously, I was worried. Well, I wasn't worried, but there was a part of me last night and this morning that thought I wasn't going to come here because the bike rental company had said I needed a bigger bike. However, I've actually seen two couples riding the Scoopies up to the top now. So I would recommend trying to get a slightly bigger bike if there's two of you. However, if not, you could probably make it. I mean, you could. And good news, I've Google Mapped it and there is one petrol station, well, one petrol pump, shall we say, in the national park. So I can get some fuel as long as it works. So we'll go and see if that works after. But yeah, I'm really liking it here. And I'm going to keep enjoying the views, and then I'm trying to do some waterfalls after. There are 4 I want to see. We'll see how many we see. So yeah, I'll see you at whatever waterfall we get to next. So I have made it to the first waterfall. It was here. I'll show you a better video, of course. But there are 2 trails that I don't know if they lead closer to the waterfall. Unfortunately, I cannot do them because I really need the toilet, so I need to go to the next one. But yeah, it's Swatian, something like that waterfall. I'll put the name on the screen. It's apparently the least impressive one. And when I show you the better video, you'll probably ask yourself, well, what's the rest of them look like? Just like I did, because it's amazing. So I've got 3 more. They can only get better, surely. But yeah, let's get to the second one now because apparently they have a toilet and I need it. So I have made it to the next waterfall. This one is Wachicha or something. I'm only saying the names so that when I put them on the screen I know roughly which one I'm looking for. I know I can't pronounce them properly. But yeah, this one's a lot more busy. As you can see, there's like food stalls, toilets. All the tour groups stop here because the waterfall is right next to it. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, I got fuel. It's literally like a tiny little self-service thing. You put the exact money in you want, put the fuel, put the nozzle in the tank, and then you have to press start while holding, so you need to be quite close so you can press both at the same time. It was more expensive obviously, but I'd rather pay £1 than get stuck in a national park. But yeah, anyway, I'll put a picture in of Google Maps and the actual thing, so if you need it you know where it is. It's like in a market, so it's a little bit hidden, but it is there. But here you can go down to this little part of the waterfall, or you can go up. Let's go up and see what it looks like up there. So you can also come to the bottom of this waterfall. I don't know if you can hear me over it. It's quite powerful, so there's a little bit of mist. I'd say it's bigger than the other one. You do get very wet and the floor is very muddy, so please be careful. But yeah, there's a nice rainbow. I'm impressed, and I'm working. There's 4 waterfalls I want to see. I'm working from apparently least impressive to most impressive, and so far I'd agree. So we'll see if they keep going like that. I'm gonna take a couple pictures and then get back on the bike, because we are working against the clock and getting back to the city before dark. Okay, so welcome to the third and unfortunately final waterfall of today. I just don't have enough time to get to the other one because it's 40 minutes in the wrong direction and get back before dark. And I know I can ride in the dark, but it's on a very busy motorway, so I don't feel comfortable doing that. So we're going to skip number 4, which is very unfortunate because the picture looks amazing. But this is number 3. Unfortunately, I am slightly disappointed. Considering it's supposed to be like getting better each time, I don't feel like it was. Although I can see people walking up a road that we weren't allowed to drive up. So I am going to follow them and see if you can see it from a different angle, or maybe there's another part to it. So yeah, we'll do that and I'll let you know. Okay then, so as you can probably hear, sorry it's very rocky, as you can probably hear, there's a bigger waterfall. And it is actually pretty amazing. Yeah. So next to the little waterfall on the bridge, there's a path and you can walk up it and get to this one. So this one is called Mai Klang Waterfall. And it's actually just outside of the National Park entrance gate. So you could visit it without a ticket if you wanted to. The 4th and supposedly best one is another 40 minutes away from the town of Chiang Mai, and you also don't need the entrance ticket for that one. I'll put the name of it in the description if you do want to go to it. The place I found that one listed did say they spent like 3 days in this area exploring the national park and all its waterfalls. So you might need an extra day or cut out, I'd say at least 2 if you want to get here and get back in one day in the sun, because I left at 8 this morning, so couldn't have really left much earlier. But I have really enjoyed today. I'm very glad I came. And yeah, let's say goodbye to the waterfalls before we do the hour-and-a-half journey back. See you back in town. Good morning and welcome to my third and final day in Chiang Mai. Now originally today I was going to go to an elephant sanctuary. However, after a lot of research, I couldn't find one that treated the animals well, both while you were there and once you had left. So I've decided I'm just going to leave it to luck and try and see them in nature at some point. I did see them on a safari in Africa, so I've seen African elephants, and I saw one 2 years ago in South Thailand that I think was wild. However, it was walking down the road, so I'm not sure, but there were wild elephants in that area. So anyway, instead today I am going to be staying in the city. I'm going to be visiting the temples and walking around the city, seeing what there is to see. And then today is Sunday, so tonight I'm going to do the famous Sunday night market. So yeah, that's the plan. So far I've visited three temples already. I'm currently at the fourth for today, so I'll tell you what temples I have been to. I've been to Wat Phra Singh. It was a nice temple. It was under construction, parts of it though, and there was a big main temple that I couldn't go in. I don't know why. They just wouldn't let me in. I have read reviews that some of them don't let women in parts of the temples. And then there was a temple that people were actively praying in, so I didn't go in that one. So I only went in one of the three temples, but they had really nice golden pagodas, so I'd recommend that one. And then I went to Wat Si Koet, which was empty. Like literally there was one monk in there, no one else, and it was like this cute tiny little temple that had golden dragons on the roof, so you'll see a video of that. I did go to one across the road from that, but I can't find it on Google Maps, so I don't know what it's called. But that seemed like a temple where people were actively learning. There was like books being read and stuff. And then I went to Wat Phanto, which is just next door to where I am now, which is Wat Chedi Luang. And I would recommend both Wat Phanto and Wat Chedi Luang so far. Wat Chedi Luang is the one with this massive brick. It used to be a brick temple, and there's a big golden Buddha in this side. I'll put a video in of that. And then lots of temples around it. That temple is actually part of this and it's really nice. So yeah, that's where I am so far. So basically we're gonna count how many temples we can see in a day at this point. So we're at what? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's number 5 so far. So let's see how many we can get up to. If you're not interested, I'll try and work out what time the night market bit starts so you can skip to that. So yeah, anyway, temple time. So after visiting so many temples that I did actually lose count, I am now heading to the night market. So my hostel is just behind this building, which does actually look pretty dodgy, and the night market starts here. So they close a lot of the roads within the old city for the night market. So if you're staying outside of it, you'll have to park outside and then walk in. But yeah, let's go see what they have to offer. So they also have a food market in the market. So I have just got myself a little chicken curry. It was 80 baht. Let's see if it's any good. So that was really good, and for £2 even better. But I just found a Mexican place and I love Mexican food, so I'm wondering if I should have got that, but no. the katsu curry, which is basically what it tasted like, just slightly different, was really good. So I'm glad I got it. A change from the traditional Thai food. Yeah, let's see what else is in the market. So it is very busy, and you can get a lot of this stuff at other markets, but you come here for the atmosphere, I guess. But no, I'm glad I'm here, but it's very busy. Like, you literally shuffle along. So you can get your fried insects here for only 20 baht a bag, which is 50 pence, if that's what you want, right next to your corn. Why not? I feel like the footage here is going to be all over the place because it's so crowded. I'm just trying to shimmy through and talk to you. But yeah, I'm not trying the fried insects in case you couldn't tell. So I have made it halfway down the walking street. It splits off. I'm going straight. I can't do the splits. There's too many people. It's crazy. Crazy. They even have like an announcement person making sure that you keep yourself safe and you don't get scammed. And if you're not sure on bargaining prices, you can ask a local. But no. So at least they're looking after the tourists. So there's also another food market at the other end of the walking street. Both of the food markets are in temples that I visited earlier. So this one is in, I can't remember the names, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll put them on the screens, the names of the temples where the food markets are. But there's food stalls everywhere. There's everything everywhere basically, but it's very repetitive. So you can look at prices and bargain as appropriately. Oh my god. Fried scorpions of 2 sizes. It's times like this I wish I was with someone that was more like adventurous when it comes to food, shall we say? Because if they tried it, then I'd try it, but I won't try it by myself, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think I'm going to start heading out the food market because I've already had dinner. So I have walked the length of the market, and honestly it was getting busier and busier. I can't go back that way. It was just too busy. It was actually setting my anxiety off that I can't walk back that way. So I'm walking along the river now, and we're going to take the next road parallel. I guess the Americans would call it, we'll walk a block down, so I don't have to walk back through that, because you're just not moving and there's so many people, and like people are stopping right in front of you. It is mayhem. So yeah, I'm gonna walk down a different road to go back to the hostel. This will probably be the last I see of you for this video. So if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. I recently found out only 8% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So please subscribe and like it if you did like it. If not, I understand. See you next time.